one set of beliefs, such as that women are the enemy and men are the real victims of feminism, it becomes a lot easier to jump to—
Bro! You're not a weirdo, bro. I watch political-based things, too. I'm very political. I don't talk about it a whole lot on the streams, but I think I'm gonna start talking about it more. I should talk about it more, is what I'm saying. Man, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this fucking stream, not wanting to fucking work, not wanting to do what I want it to do. Fucking constantly going down. Do you know how frustrating it is to have to sit here and then go back and then clip all this shit together, you know? I had avoided it as well than fucking did straight up political content. Yeah. I think it's just so everyone knows, I am a democratic socialist. So I'm a Democrat. I lean far left. I'm very socialist. I believe food, shelter, and water is a basic, and health is a basic human right that keep us down. Yeah. But right now, one of them is taking away rights, the other one isn't. So I'm gonna go with the one that isn't. Right? If that were to ever change, then I'd go with the other one. Right? I'm going with the one that isn't doing that. So that's where I go. I voted for Kamala Harris. Straight up. I voted for Biden. I didn't vote in the Hillary or the Hillary and Trump election. I'm also a socialist who's starting to lean even further left, bro. I'm so far left. Human being, having basic human rights. I believe it's two faces of the same coin. A lot of people believe that. A lot of people think that way, yeah. It's a fair thought. You better not drop on me again, OBS. I saw that flicker. It's a fair argument, for sure. But, I definitely feel that way about American political parties, for sure. Yes. Yes. And, it's sad that we've gotten here to this point. There's, you know, even whenever I speak out against, it's gotten so bad to where even being a nice person or speaking out against it, now you get like, oh my god, like I can't even be anti-slur on the internet without people losing their fucking minds on me. Like, it's fucking insanity, you know? And I've been somewhat open about my politics, you know? If I'm gonna be 100% honest, when this whole situation started, I was very hurt by the people closest to me, who voted for him, simply because I did my research. I looked at his policies that he was trying to present. I read Agenda 47. I read the original copy, and then I read the new copy that he put out. I even watched the video that he put out. So I was very aware of the policies that he was going to play out. Everything that he's doing now is everything he said he was going to do in Agenda 47. So when I look at presidents, right, I look at their policies, okay? But I'm a Democratic socialist. Most socialists are on the Democrat side. You'll never see a socialist on the right-hand side. And a socialist is just someone who believes that people, you shouldn't have to fight to be able to eat. You shouldn't have to. No one should be dying of hunger. No one should be having to pay for healthcare. These are basic human rights, right? And if we're willing to shell off millions, hundreds of millions, in the tune of 300 some million dollars to Israel, what's up, Unholy? How's it going? Then why can't we have that money here in the US for universal healthcare? So even some Democrats don't like socialists, right? By the way, I completely agree with you here. Yeah, I know. I tend to attract people that agree with me. I have lost, I think, about a couple hundred people, whatever, since I've come out with my political, being more open about my political side of things. But getting back to what I was originally saying, I had a hard time associating myself with individuals that voted for this man, because like I said, I took the time, I did the research, and I didn't understand how other people didn't. And it was so blatantly obvious. And I'm here to tell you, if the tables were turned and he was a Democrat and they were pushing that shit, and Harris was a Republican, I would vote Harris. Okay? Because I vote based on policy. I vote based on who is going to give the best outcome for everyone, not just me. Everyone in the United States. And his policies directly aligned with Project 2025. So then I read Project 2025. And we can go on and on and on and on and on, and we can go deep dive into it, you know. But one of the head persons of, I'll just say this to get off that, one of the head persons of Project 2025 is working alongside Trump right now. He is not an elected official. Why this man is sitting in on top secret meetings or meetings with the President of the United States and other individuals is beyond me. This is not an elected official. This is not an appointee. He's not even appointed into it. He's just there. And that's alarming to me, you know, especially when you read it and everything that's being enacted in it. So I had a really, really hard time in the beginning. I'm just now coming to terms with having those people who regret their vote in my life, but I will not have people in my life who don't regret their vote and still support him. If you regret your vote, I'm willing to have that discussion. I don't agree with you because I'm a conspiracy theorist. I feel that. And I think a secret group run the government, but I enjoy listening to all views, but then I do agree on equality. Yeah, it's good to listen to everyone's points, everyone's takes, you know what I mean? But yeah. I won't have anything to do with Project 2025. Yeah, I'll just mirror a lot of my goals, have the architects of it either in my cabinet or inner circle, completely unrelated. Yeah, people are crazy, but I'm gonna be honest, I had a very, very hard time with it. And I think that's because one, I'm a disabled veteran. I'm 100% disabled veteran, right? So this vote affected me that way. And I'm a woman, so it affected me that way. And I'm gay, so it affected me that way. I'm not going to vote for someone who takes my rights away as a human being. Yeah. It's very hard. I don't talk to, I kicked out a whole bunch of, you can't have conversations. Oh yeah, of course, anytime, no problem. Yeah, you can't. With the people that still support him, I think it's, at this point, at this stage in the game, there's just no defending it, okay? Pick a point. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Let's be 100% honest with what's really happening, guys. You know? And I got rid of a few of my friends. I asked them if, okay, I'll tell you about this group of friends. I stopped being friends with them before this came into light, with the Trump coming up for presidency. I stopped being friends with them in general because they were very toxic. Very, very toxic people. They're a group of guys. I thought they were close friends. We were friends for about 6 or 7 years. We all went camping together, we hung out together, drank together, smoked together, chilled together. But their politics leaned more to the right, and I leaned, obviously, very much to the left. I ignored it for the most part, but I started to see things that I didn't like. I started to see the kind of like pack mentality that was starting to create in this little group of 4 guys, And I was the only female, and I'm a gay woman. And then I find out they were just not good people at the end of the day. And we grew apart, I obviously grew up, they didn't. So here I am. A year later, they came back into my life. There's like, hey, we changed. I said, okay, we'll see. 3 months later, the election happens. I said, who'd you guys vote for? They told me. What's up, Apache? I said, alright, chuck deuces. It was easy for me to chuck deuces with them because I was already on the outs with them anyway. Right? So it was just kind of like the little... We're talking about politics. We're talking about politics. It was just the feather in the hat. You know what I mean? It was the cherry on top of the cake. And I, being a disabled gay woman in the United States who's a veteran, I was just chop, 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 chop. You never told your vote before? No. For me, it was frustrating because it has been the America I've always known and experienced. I've come from a biracial family, and just the way my own blood acted towards me, oh god, Hirsch, I can only imagine. The lengths they went to, I unfortunately learned early people will gleefully amputate themselves if it negatively affects the people they deem unworthy or enemies. Oh. Yeah. Over on the YouTube side, Pachi say, oh good god. Yeah, it was hard for me because it was such a blatant, obvious, we already had a presidency with this person, and his rhetoric was 10 times worse coming into this one, and he's older, and he's showing clear signs. This is why there needs to be a fucking age limit, okay? If you are shitting in your diapers, you should not be serving our country, okay? Go home and die, alright? Get the fuck out of here! Why are we letting people who are actively shitting in their pants, with shit in their pants, telling us what to do? I can't. You're one to talk. Try being Native American. We're damned if we do, damned if... Bro, I feel so bad for you guys. It's crazy. And then they're arresting Native American... They had the balls to fucking arrest Native Americans and say that they weren't U.S. citizens. Are you kidding me? He's been pooping and dying. Bro, why are we doing this? Why are we having old people? I strongly believe, Biden should have fucking, I don't know why I don't know why the Democrats put him up for re-election. They should have immediately said no. He was obviously too old and too unfit to rule. Was he a good president? Yeah, he was a good president, but he was old as shit, and he was slowing down. If he would have dropped out of the race 2 years prior, Harris would have won, because it would have given people the opportunity to take the time to read her policies and his policies and compare the two. It was an obvious choice. It was an obvious choice. Very obvious. Not to mention the fact the bro's was friends with Epstein. And his name is mentioned more times in the fucking Epstein files than Jesus' name is mentioned in the Bible. You know, Trump has only ever won elections against... I know. But that's why they put him up, right? They knew it. They knew, but... So they were kind of scared with Biden. But what fucked them up, what fucked us up, was that, the debate. Now, if you watch the debate and you listen, if you just watch it without listening to it, it looks like Trump won. But if you listen to it, Trump wasn't saying anything. Okay? He was just making fun of Biden the whole time. Biden was actually saying shit, answering questions. He was just so fucking slow at it. They were both shitting in their pants. Okay? We had old men shitting in their pants. Okay? I want you guys to picture this. Shitting in their pants on national television for the biggest spot in the world. Are you kidding me? That's all we had to offer? Fuck. Twitch is about to go down again. At this point, guys, if Twitch goes down, I will restart it, obviously. But, you know. Anyway, moving on to Manosphere, this is what we originally were talking about, which was the Red Pill movement. It's an alt-right wing movement that's a serious problem within the male species. They were watching this video by Leisha Miller. Please like, subscribe, all that other shit, right? All right.
To the belief that immigrants and women are the enemy and white men are the real victims of feminism, globalism, and the cultural Marxism that has taken hold of every corner of life in the United States. It's a slippery slope that leads to killing sprees, violence.
You know what a strong man is to me? When I think of a strong man, I think of a man standing up for rights of every American. I think of a man going to Capitol Hill and raising his hand, his fist in the air, using his privilege as a man on this earth to fight for those less than him. That's what I see as a man. That's a man to me. That's what a man is.
And wholesale
taking rights away from people? No, that's not a man. I'm only... Yo, am I following you over here? Oh, yeah, bro. YouTube. Yo, if... YouTube, let me, I sub to you. I don't know I wasn't sub to you. I sub to you now, Unholy. Yeah, YouTube's going great. Fucking Twitch keeps going down. And I don't know what's going on with Twitch today. This is driving me fucking insane, bro. Insane. Herstead, and there it goes. Refresh. Oh man. Come over to the YouTube side, guys. It's not crashing over there. Ow! My toe. Anyway, if you guys want to learn more about like the Manosphere and Red Pill movement, Papa Hirsch did give a recommendation for this one. Well, I'll show you his video. It's like an hour some long. I'm not gonna watch it on here because I don't want to get hit with like copyrights or any of that horror shit, you know what I mean? You know, a girl. Every day. Every day. At least not yet. Don't jinx it, Apache. Talking about that orange turd. Oh, bro, like, I don't understand. You know, and I was so jealous. Oh, look, I'm blurry. Stop it! Stop it! Ah! Okay, there we go. I was so jealous of Mexico. Not gonna lie. I was so fucking jealous of them. Oh, congrats. Got a woman president. Fucking North Korea, do you know who their successor is? It's a girl! Japan's prime minister! A woman! What's up, Herschel? No! We gotta have another old fuck!
Insurrection. This is the manosphere to
Can you
alt-right
leave me
pipeline
young?
we should all be talking about. Roll the intro.
Why not us? China! One of China's, they had the first female, first female something. I want one. Made sure to describe on here while I remembered. Did you hop over here? That's you, Hirsch, right? I'm just making sure there isn't another Herschel. Papa Hirsch. Okay. I followed you on there too. But I don't know, Unholy or Hirsch, if you guys seen it yet, but there's a video on a Netflix documentary called Manosphere if you guys want to watch it and want more information on it. I think Hirsch has already seen it. Definitely check it out. It's really good. It talks a lot about this shit.
As a person
real life lawyer,
publicly, especially as a woman who shares her opinions online, I'm
oh, you do?
hyper-aware
This is my first time watching her. Make sure you guys give
ever
her
to
a
find
like
personal
and
information about
subscribe.
people online. This is due in part to data brokers, which are corporations that collect your personal information from a variety of sources like government, public records, and social media, and then aggregate that information and sell it to other companies. That's where those scammy-looking websites that allow you to search for people or do background checks on people, that's where they get all that information.
Eagle, I'll have to
Legally,
check that
there
out.
are very few online privacy
you
laws.
See, I hang out a lot in the TikTok side. I just recently started like branching out into the YouTube side of things. But I do watch a lot of politics. I listen to a lot of podcasts daily. It's really bad. I'm actually going to therapy. Okay, I'm going to therapy to get rid of this hate that I have in my heart. Okay? I'm trying to get rid of it. I practice Buddhism. I can't have this hate in me. You know what I mean? I just can't have it. I gotta release it. You know? That's why I've been slowly adding people into my life who did vote for him, but regret their vote. Because at this time, we need all hands on deck. We need all hands on deck right now. All hands on deck! Yeah. Finally, it took me a year. Because of his cuts to VA, it took my mom's also a disabled veteran, and my sister. The only way I get it is through the VA. So it took me a year and a half to finally get in to see a therapist. Then when I asked her if I could see her once a week, she said no. And then I asked twice a week, she said no. So I can only see her once a month because of all the cuts to the VA. They lost, and the good thing about it is that I'm medicated. A lot of vets aren't, you know. A lot you know, they're not. And I have a lot of friends, a lot of vet friends. We're all suffering from this. We're all suffering from it. And now RFK, I got shakes on my hand from this shit because I'm so scared. RFK's talking about making cuts to our meds and stuff, right? So we're getting a lot of we're getting generic brands, right, on things that they don't work as good, okay? And when you do that, we have people in the VA that die of cancer, okay? And then the VA knew about it and did nothing about it, okay? I had a friend whose boyfriend, she suffers from PTSD as well. Her boyfriend, she was in the army, boyfriend took all of her meds in anger and dumped them down the toilet. Well, she went to the VA and asked, hey, I need my meds because of this. The VA would not give it to her. They thought that she was what's it called? Medicine seeking or something weird like that, which I don't see how you can do with psych meds, because the only things you can really do with that is like kill yourself. You can't get high off psych meds, you know. I mean, you can, you know, like Depakote, but like that's really just, you're just going to go to sleep. You know what I mean? You're going to get so, you know, that's all you have a good night's sleep. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get, like me, I take a mood stabilizer. The only thing that's gonna happen to you is you're gonna get stabilized as fuck and not have anxiety. I take anxiety meds. RFK is an absolute dumbass. I do not understand how people support. He has zero none of these people, everyone in this administration has zero qualifications to be there. Every single fucking one of them. Every fucking one of them. And you know, I've been questioning the Democrat Party, because remember, I'm a socialist at heart. My wife and I are socialists at heart. I've been questioning the Democrat Party as to what the fuck they're doing, right? They could be pushing harder. But then I started to kind of like think on their terms. You know what I mean? Yeah. It should be crime with how much funding the military gets while the neglect of shoulders, well, unless you're an NCO or a private contractor. Also, did you know that the Department of Defense has never passed an audit? Did you guys know that? And every year they want an increase. You know what else? Who else needs money? We need to tax the rich and tax the churches. Tax the motherfucking churches. Tax the shit out of those fucking churches. Billions and trillions of dollars that's sitting on top of them motherfuckers. Yeah. The Department of Justice has never passed an audit. They've never passed an audit. It should, because they don't put everything they need on, they don't put what they need on the audit, because they claim that it's secret information, or you know, state security, whatever. Oh, once Dems were going after Mamdani harder than they did Trump or Trump's favorites in other races. Exactly. Especially those fucking bro, I fucking hate mega churches. You want to talk about evil? We'll watch this after that.
So the data you might consider to be private may not be private at all. That information can then be used to steal your identity.
Like, I'm a spiritual person. I grew up in Christianity and stuff like that. But get banned by but I forgot where I was going with this, bro. I'm high. Anyway, tax them damn churches.
Dox you, where someone posts your contact information online to
Hi, I
encourage
forgot.
people to harass
Mid-dot.
you.
I
Not
also
only
have
that, but they
ADHD,
also collect
so-
the information for your family members, often posting it all together, so it's so much easier to connect other people to you and expose all of your information online. All this data hanging out on the internet can have actual consequences in the real world. I've seen them firsthand. I personally use Delete Me to help sites like Reddit, 4chan, and 8chan. These groups are many, disparate, and disorganized, but they include men's rights activists, incels, and pickup artists. We'll get into the nitty-gritty differences between each, but suffice it to say, they're communities where men are able to gather, voice their concerns and opinions, get advice, and connect with other like-minded people. While many sources point to the internet as increasing the feelings of loneliness and isolation the world over, it's also allowed for isolated communities and individuals to gain a sense of belonging, friendship, and camaraderie when they've struggled to find it in the real world.
Also, what you guys think about who do you think killed Charlie Kirk? Because we know it ain't that white kid. It ain't that kid. I know that for a fact. Of being ex-military, that shot, woo! You gotta be a good shot. Man, my eyes are so red. You gotta be a good shot. Yeah, I won that kid. You know who I think it was? I'ma just say it, Israel. Yep! Yep! Bro, okay, so think about it, right? So, a while before, like, not long before that, Charlie Kirk started speaking out against the Gaza situation, right? Though I hated the fucking guy, okay? He didn't deserve to die. I don't believe in death unless you're an absolute evil person. Charlie Kirk has done and said evil things, which has caused a lot of simplify. Oh shit! Are you you ex-Marine? I'm ex-Navy, bruh. Ew. How long did you serve? The name makes sense now. He was starting to steer away from the whole Gaza situation. He was speaking out against it. Him and Candace were starting to speak out. I don't like Candace either. Can't stand her. Though these people are just political podcasters. They don't deserve political violence. Though they perpetuate political violence and what their rhetoric is, the things that they say, they still don't deserve to die, in my opinion. They're just shitty people. Retired Marine, 4 years med. Oh, hell yeah. I'm ex-Navy. I was ABF, and I did 8 years. I served in Norfolk, Virginia, and Virginia Beach, Virginia. I served on the USS Wasp LHD-1 for... That's an amphibious ship for 5 years. And then I was in NAS Oceana, Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia Beach for 3. My body simply couldn't keep up. I'm 100%, so that tells you what happened to mine. Have you gone for disability, Apache? We should link up on the side if you haven't. When I used to work DCF, I used to help vets that would come in. I would help them link up, because a lot of vets don't understand. Like, there's a lot of... What the fuck happened? What did I click? What happened? Did it start over? Why?
Voice their concerns and...
No. This I'm not done yet. Hold on. I'll read it in a second. Hold on. I'm not done yet. I got distracted. Apache, he distracted me. I think this is just my guess, right? he started speaking out against it. His main the main donors for Turning Point USA are Israeli donors. Okay, those are his main donors. I think when he started, because anytime, if anyone knows anything about the Israeli government, these motherfuckers don't fuck around. Okay, when you want to talk about like a mafia type mentality, they don't fucking care who you are, where you are, or who has to die. If you are Mark, you're dead, including whoever the fuck else is in the way. Okay? They don't fuck around. There's no second, third chances. There's just one chance. Israeli government is there's you want to talk about the boogeyman? They fucking scare me. Okay? They scare me more than North Korea because North Korea is up out and open with their horse shit. Israel is not. And according to ex-CIA operatives and other people, they're very evil in the shit that they do. So are we. They're just a little bit higher, right? I think he pissed them off. And I think they went to Erica and then said, hey, we want to take him out. And we want to continue this relationship, which you can't speak out against Gaza. And she was like, okay, bet. She probably didn't like him anyway. She was probably cheating on him. Okay, hold on a minute, Patchy. So I think he was killed not because of his defense of Gaza, but because he was going to find out or expose Erica or the Israeli connection to child trafficking. Yes, he was talking about that, as well as Epstein stuff. He was a grifter ultimately and never found his coverage of the genocide sincere. Oh yeah, exactly. I never found it either. But like I said, he was a piece of shit human being. He's looking at us. Thank you, Charlie Kirk, for your sacrifice so we can all have our Second Amendment rights. Thank you. Looking up at us right now. Facts, they are wild. Fucking Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was the guy who stole our nuclear information to start Israel's program, and we allied with them after it. No trials, no arrests, but partnership and money exchanged. He's looking up, watching his wife get that bag. Mm-hmm. They cut my benefits from 100 to 40. Why? If you don't mind me, well, if we want to talk about it on the side, we can talk about it on the side. Um, were you not 100% permanent and total? But yeah, I think Erica was involved, and I think the Israeli government was involved, and the American government. I think our government was also involved as well, and I think they took it as an opportunity to use him as a martyr to further villainize the left.
And opinions, get advice.
When you look at that kid did not shoot that shot. Okay? And there have been several military experts. I'm not a whole military expert or anything like that. But I'm here to tell you that kid did not make that shot. She had to have been, I think it was an Israeli soldier, excuse me. I don't want to seem anti-Semitic here. I was 100% but missed one appointment. Alright, DM me on the side. We need to figure out what's going, because I don't want to put your information out there too much. We'll figure out what's going on. That's crazy, bro. No, that's got to change. We got to do something about that. I can't have a fellow vet be suffering in front of me. It ain't gonna happen. No. Money talks and Turning Point value has skyrocketed. Now the movie and merchandise deals are coming in. Yeah. Mind you, how much money do we give to Israel every year? Like 350 some billion, which that money can be used for universal health care, but it's funding their universal health care. And then some. That's crazy. Anyway.
And connect with other like-minded people. While many sources point to the internet
Here we
as
are.
increasing the feelings of loneliness and isolation.
I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm anti-Zionist. And I'm really happy about the true Jews of Israel standing up against their dictatorial, authoritarian leader, Bibi Netanyahu. I give those people praise, and I hope to God they are safe and nothing happens to them, because they are in, you know, couple billions. Yeah, they are in. You want to talk about lions? They are in the lion's den right now. So the fact that we have Jewish leaders speaking up against the Zionism within their country, gotta pray for those guys, man, because
in the world
that's
over.
scary. I'm scared for them, bro. Israel is so fucking scary. Okay? Israel is so scary.
Isolated communities and individuals to gain a sense of belonging, friendship, and camaraderie.
They scare me more than Russia does. Russia comes in second place.
And one of the most isolated groups of people in the world are men.
North Korea isn't even on my radar right now.
For whatever reason, they don't fit in with regular people, or who struggle with friendships and feelings of isolation. And a lot of men
this is how it goes. Israel scares me, then Russia, then China.
Of men said they had received emotional support from a friend
then Iran.
Last week, compared to 41% of women. And just 25% of men said they had said I love you to a friend recently, as opposed to 49% of women. Between 1995 and 2021, the number of men reporting that they had no close friends jumped from 3 to 15%. No close friends. And the number of men saying they had at least 6 close friends went from 55% to 27%. And that isolation has real consequences. Social isolation can significantly increase your risk of premature death from all causes, a risk that could be just as high as smoking and physical inactivity. It's also been associated with a 50% increased risk of dementia. And along with that loneliness comes the...
So when people talk about depression, and they make fun of people with depression, I get on to those people, man, because depression is a real thing. Okay? An aching heart can kill you. Okay? It's not something to fuck around with. Whether that be by self-harm or even a fucking heart attack, you know? It can fucking kill you, and it's a real thing, and it should be taken seriously. So, it upsets me that people like Andrew Tate and those motherfuckers have created this so-called safe space for men to go and express their feelings, when really it's a fucking toxic environment for them. And it further perpetuates that toxic thing pushed on men, saying that you can't cry, you can't feel, you can't be kind, you can't, you know what I mean? You gotta be this way or that way or this way. What? That's so toxic. That's so toxic. And it's being perpetuated, and you see people telling their young boys, don't cry, pussies cry. Fucking cry, bro. When you don't cry, you want to know why 90% of the killing or the murders and fucking shit happens in the world are men? Is because y'all have been forced to keep your emotions in, right? And not express them in a healthy way. This red pill shit is not a healthy way of expression. It is not. It's just further pushing that idea on men when it shouldn't. You guys are human, just like us women. You guys have emotions. Use them, express them. Though I'm a gay woman, I have a lot of straight women friends, and they love an emotional man. They love a man who can tell them what the fuck they're feeling, how they're feeling, if they're crying. They love that shit. Why? Because they just want to talk. They want to be real with you. So be real with them. Be real with yourself. Don't fall into this shit, bro.
Risk of self-harm. Between 2000 and 2020, 800,000 people died by suicide. Men made up about 80% of them. And the pandemic only made it worse. In 2022, the CDC recorded nearly 50,000 such deaths, the highest number ever recorded. There are many factors that may explain the reason for...
See, this is why when people talk about like hating you guys are hating the red pill movement or whatever because you're feminist or whatever. And it's like, no. This is causing active harm to men. Okay? This is causing harm to them. That's why we're concerned. And yeah, of course, I mean, it's only going to cause harm to them. No one's going to want to be around you when you're a dick. Sorry. Except for other dicks. That's why she said in the beginning, 55% said that they had 6 friends, and then that number dropped to 27%, right? Because of this red pill movement shit. And then she leads on, which is great. She leads on saying that it causes depression, and depression can cause suicide. And then she goes and gives the numbers. About 80% of the suicides caused, I don't remember the year that she gave, if she gave a year, were men. So this is just a direct line to more isolation, more self-harm for men. It's not good. It's not somewhere you want to be.
For this isolation. Again, the pandemic didn't help, but male isolation has been a trend for decades. Looking at that isolation through a feminist lens, one piece of the puzzle is that those feelings of isolation stem from the patriarchy, which defines masculinity in stark opposition to femininity, and requires that in order to be a real man, men must be strong, emotionally controlled, confident, they must be able to provide for their families, they must be traditionally handsome and muscular, they must show no sign of...
You're a human being. You are a human being. You are not... Doing that makes you not a human being. Stop trying to make yourselves not human beings. Does that make sense? You're a human being. You're supposed to feel. Let yourself feel.
Weakness. The absence of any of these traits makes a man vulnerable to attacks on his masculinity. The consequence of this is generations of men who have no clue how to connect with other people because real connection requires vulnerability, something they're taught never to show.
You'll feel so much better.
Increased incidences of
so much better.
And violence.
Trust.
But the anonymity of the internet provides an outlet for men who feel they don't fit the mold.
Scream,
they turn to the internet for advice and camaraderie. This can lead men, especially young men who are at their most insecure as they're trying to figure out their identities in all of this, to turn to forums to seek out advice from others for how to better fit this mold. This can start as something as innocuous as seeking out advice for how to talk to girls, and maybe what workouts to do to build some muscle and improve their fitness. They may find helpful forum posts from men who felt very similarly to them and have managed to change their lifestyle a bit and benefited from it. They feel seen.
No, I'd rather bottle up Chuck
so they dig deeper into the forum and sprinkle in with the advice for high-intensity workouts and protein supplements. They see posts that suggest perhaps part of the problem isn't just that they need to change themselves, but actually that women are causing a lot of this pain and isolation through their rejection of them. So maybe women are the problem. And this is a tempting explanation, especially to explain the anecdotal experiences of lonely, especially young men. Hey, that girl Sarah that I had a crush on in the 8th grade told me I was too short and everyone laughed at me. It's her fault that I feel this way. And I see if—
Okay. Do you know how much— like that shit, do you know how many times— oh my god, when they talk about serial killers and shit— now we were talking about a lot of serial killers being men earlier, right? Because y'all don't know how to control your emotions. And that's why y'all project onto us, saying that we don't know how to— that's why y'all do a lot of projection. Not saying all y'all do, but at least 90% of y'all that's out here killing. But anyway, that's a lot. What the fuck? don't understand. What is wrong? Just feel. Feel, damn you. Feel something. Cry. I'm so happy my brothers. Now, my one brother is great. He's awesome. He luckily, you know, he grew up with 3 sisters. You know, he had a mom who loved him. You know, we taught him, be in one with your feelings, be in one with your emotions. And he is the sweetest, coolest, most down-to-earth person I've ever met in my entire life. I do worry about his mental stability, but he's an amazing guy. I love him. Both my brothers are great. My other brother, he keeps things in sometimes, but when it gets to that tipping point, he either calls me or our mom. So we were always trying to tell them, you know, express your emotions. You know, luckily the male figures that were abusive physically and emotionally, my father and their father, my stepfather, weren't really in our lives very much. So we were me and my mom, because I was the oldest on both sides, you know, so I was able to help my stepmom, and she did a great job without me. She didn't need any help, but I was able to help my mom mostly because I spent time with her, and I would only go see my other siblings, my father's children, you know, during the summer. And we were able to like teach him that, you know. And man, you want to talk about you want to talk about like true men. Like these are guys, man. They're awesome. I love them to death. And yeah, they just there's nothing wrong with feeling, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. When women are so emotional and can't control themselves, says the guy who rages over COD, breaks door, and puts holes in a wall. Yeah, and punches his wife in the face.
A few similar anecdotes
Remember?
on this forum, so it
we
must
watched
be
that
women
earlier.
generally who are the enemy. It can make a person feel seen, and like
like
maybe they're not the complete piece of shit they thought they were, and maybe that in fact they're fine, and it's other people.
I had anger problems like that.
And this is where
before.
the essential disconnect.
I used to have serious anger problems. I used to put holes in walls and shit like that and everything. You know what I did? I went to therapy. Okay? Go to therapy. It helps. We call that a full circle moment.
Instead of having someone come in and tell them the other people who are the problem is society writ large and the predominance of the patriarchy, which requires strict adherence to gender roles at the risk of social isolation and harms both women and men. Instead, someone is there telling them, no, you aren't the problem, and the other people who are the problem are women.
They say, you aren't the problem, the other people are the problem, are the women. Now, don't feel anything. And then continue to perpetuate it. Fucking makes no damn sense.
Who are in fact a victim of women, and it's not women who are reinforcing the patriarchy that are the problem, it's actually women who are feminists. They've been given too much power. In fact, things were better in the 50s, when they had less power. Men back then definitely didn't feel isolated or bad about themselves, because they took their rightful place as the patriarch of the family. Women didn't fight their places in society.
What they're talking about is, I'm going to give you guys a history lesson on women's rights in America. When do you guys think women were able to have a bank account? When do you guys think women were able to have a bank account? We're not even going to go over the voting thing. We know that already. I had anger problems as well for a long time. Therapy definitely helps, but unfortunately nobody typically wants to admit that they're a good person or weren't doing good things. Wasn't until the 70s, right? Yep. That's right. In the 70s. On top of that, we're also talking about college too, right? So women couldn't have a bank account. There wasn't that many women in college because, well, they couldn't afford it. They didn't have any money. Fucking didn't have any bank accounts, right? So they were reliable on men. This picture perfect, this smile right here, this fake. They're unhappy as hell. They probably cry themselves to sleep at night. Knowing it's the same horse shit day after fucking day. And they can't leave. They can't leave. Women's rights timeline. When were we able to... In 1974, women were able to open a bank account. 1978, explicitly ban employment discrimination against pregnant women. Yeah, so when you fucking would impregnate us and we would try to go to work, they say, no, and then they would fucking fire us for you sticking your fucking sperm demon into us, motherfucker! I mean, there was reason a lot of housewives in the 50s and 60s were heavily self-met. Preach. Preach! Preach! I know, know what's funny? Women have a whole lot to say in my tribe back then. Hell, one of the warriors who fought the U.S. was a medicine woman. Hell yeah. Hardcore! I bet she, woo! I bet she was hardcore. Hard as fuck. That's awesome. Let's see, where are we at? When could we own a home, own property? Anyway. They were stuck with them. So that this wasn't, they think that make America great again when everyone's happy and smiles. These smiles are fake. Look at her eyes. Like Hirsch was saying, look at her eyes. She's drugged the fuck up. That girl is gone. She is not there. I don't know where she's at, but she is not there. You know who's taking care of them kids? Either the oldest daughter or the nanny that's taking the picture. I don't know. But it ain't her. She's gone. Okay? Like Hirsch said, there's a reason they were heavily medicated. I can't remember what was that drug that they kept taking in the 50s, women did. Hold on. You can't get it over the counter anymore. The famous drug women took in the famous we'll say housewives. They were addicted to it. It's like speed was one of them too. Housewives drug in the 50s. Yeah, you had upper benzodrine. Oh my god. Benzodrine, dexedrine, were amphetamines, and oh my god, were prescribed to boost energy levels, cure boredom, and help women suppress their appetite. Oh, Pan Am smile. Yeah, it's a real thing. Like Patrick was saying, we've done research on it. This shit's real, bro. Methamphetamines, yep, diazepam, different barbiturates. Yeah, they were happy pills. You can't get that shit over the counter anymore. You have to be prescribed it.
And everything
a bitch
was
ain't
right
happy,
with the world.
she ain't there.
It's feminism
okay? She's
to blame
somewhere else.
for all of this and the women who
I don't know
adhere
how
to
she's
it.
functioning.
And now you have a
she
young man
like
who's gone
asleep.
from casually consuming tips about protein powder and how to talk to girls to a young man who believes he's the victim of a vast network of tyrannical women whose empowerment is keeping men from taking their true place in society. And the deeper this young man gets, the more he personally and emotionally identifies with this online community, because it's the first time he's found an explanation for his pain that both makes sense and also takes his personal responsibility out of the equation. I'm not the problem, I'm the hapless victim. And then what the man does about this feeling depends on which flavor of manosphere our hypothetical young man has found first or most identifies with. There's the men's rights activists, or MRAs, who have been active since long before the invention of the internet and tend to focus on how society is rigged against men, especially family law courts, where fathers' rights are being infringed, and employment law, where women are getting ahead by playing the woman card.
We are the male men. We are a men's rights activist group, and we are fed up.
I'm sorry, what's happening now?
Then there's the more Andrew Tate flavored pickup artists,
Oh god,
or PUAs,
I fucking hate
who
this
have also
guy.
been around longer than the internet, who teach young men how to talk to girls, not from a place of genuine interest or respect, but from a place of psychological manipulation. They see this as a sexual war, which men have to win by any means necessary.
That doesn't make
coercion,
sense! That doesn't
gaslighting,
make
and
any
even rape,
sense!
with leaders in the community advocating for the legalization
What are you talking about? If you're that horny, jack off!
of date rape and teaching it as a skill.
A sexual war? What? What are you talking about?
Books, seminars, and many online forum posts. Similarly,
Man.
incels, short for involuntary celibate, blame their forced celibacy on women who they see as trying to control them by holding out on sex, something that these men across the board believe should be available to them at all times. And feminism is to blame for women not being as sexually available to them as they were, say, back in the 1950s when everything was perfect.
Oh, when you could rape us freely and not be held accountable? Yeah.
While spending
No,
their
thank
days
you.
obsessing over women.
Okay, not to trauma dump. I've become a single father recently. Aww. Had to, and I'm still dealing with court. Even with what I'm going through, I don't blame women or think it's their fault, especially considering it was men who wrote the laws and men are judged to enforce it. Yeah. That's awesome, dude, that you're, that you're there for your kid. You know? I hate the father's rights movement because it's full of dudes that are scumbags who don't want to admit they were shitty husbands. Yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, we're human beings, and we need to start acting like human beings. The feminist movement was a direct result of misogyny and women being suppressed and oppressed for years. That's all. There wouldn't be feminism if there was no oppression. There wouldn't be pride if there was no oppression. There wouldn't be Black Lives Matter if there was no oppression. You see where I'm getting here? Stop oppressing people! And groups will stop sprouting up from the ground of the different minorities you choose to oppress this 10 years or millennia or whatever the fuck. We're going over so many different things.
Women, how to get them, how to have sex with them, how to hurt them, how to control them, how they're ruining their lives. These men also openly despise women, posting some of the most vile, dehumanizing, violent tirades against women that can be found on the internet. These communities are many and varied and not neatly organized, but they generally tend to have common through lines of violent attitudes towards women, who they believe are undeserving of respect, as well as generalized feelings of victimhood. They are victims of a system that has been rigged against them in favor of feminism by tyrannical women who want to see them suffer, and women generally must be punished for it. A recent article from The Atlantic explains further. Anti-feminism offers to address a genuine sense of grievance. Sites such as 4chan, another anonymous message board, have developed a whole language to talk about the hurt young men feel. Stacy,
also a nice place that had a shit ton of child porn on it. And rape videos and beheading and shit. A whole bunch of fucked up shit on there. So yeah, it was a great place for people to express themselves, I'm sure.
Conventionally attractive, sexually available.
What they're talking to. We were talking about a whole bunch of different things today. We're talking about the manosphere and alt-right pipeline. Basically, it's talking about the red pill movement.
date chads, jocks, ignoring nice guys who get friend-zoned. Men who claim to be feminists are manginas and white knights. If these men date feminists, they're probably being cucked or cheated on, because women like real men, not beta males. What starts out as, why won't girls sleep with me, an appeal to a wounded sense of entitlement, becomes, why can't women be controlled? And this appeal to male entitlement and feelings of inadequacy, the threat to their masculinity.
Funny story, KKK tried to intimidate a tribe somewhere east of the Mississippi River. The tribe ambushed them and made them run, and the clan leader's wife was left behind. Oh shit. What happened to the clan leader's wife? I'm sure nothing. I mean, would they do anything to him? Because I wouldn't imagine. I mean, I don't know. Nothing, right? I need more water. Probably was killed, yeah. I mean, as long as she wasn't like sexually assaulted and it was just killed, that's different. You know what I mean?
Caused by lack
Like,
of
I'm down
stable,
for
well-paying
death, not
jobs,
sexual assault.
women who are able to work and pay their way.
Like, if you hate someone, just fucking kill him. You know what I mean? Why are we sexually assaulting? You know what I mean? Just kill him. Yeah.
Men, more women who don't want to date men at all, declining birth
no
rates,
need to
and a
lower
whole host of
yourselves
other
to that.
phenomena
Just kill
that
the
challenge the
motherfuckers.
status quo and paint the world as scary and risky can lead to further radicalization. And so one thing leads to another, and these men go from anonymous online forum commenters to very public, very violent offenders very quickly. Take, for example, the 2014 mass shooting at Isla Vista, California, that ended in 22 injuries and 6 deaths before the shooter took his own life. In the hours leading up to the shooting, he had posted a 141-page diatribe in which he explained his hatred of women, fueled largely by an intense frustration over his own virginity. In the document, he described himself as the closest thing.
Guys, if you're worried about being a virgin, let me tell you something. Not all strip clubs, but there are a few. Ask around. That might help you with that. You might have to pay for it. Or there might be escort services that could help you with that. You know? You don't have to be a virgin, okay? The wife was left alone, that's what I thought, and they can help her ride out of the ditch after all was said and done. U.S. government implemented laws on tribes about gun ownership. Battle of Hayes Pond, I think. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that. Is there like a documentary on that? That seems interesting. Battle of Hayes Pond. I love shit like that. Let's see if we can find anything on YouTube about that after this.
There is to a living God, saying he was the ideal, magnificent gentleman, and could not comprehend why women wouldn't want to have sex with him. So his only choice was to exact revenge on the society that had denied him sex and love, declaring at the end, I am the true victim in all of this. I am the good guy. His attacks centered on a sorority house at a local college. The shooter has since become a martyr in the incel online communities. His 141-page document has since been adopted in various corners of the manosphere, with excerpts used to justify further vitriol. 4 years after the Isla Vista shooting, a man posted a Facebook tribute to the shooter before driving his truck through a crowd in Toronto, injuring 15 people and killing 11. In light of these and numerous other attacks perpetrated by members of these online communities, in 2018, the Southern Poverty Law Center, which tracks extremist groups, for the first time classified male supremacy as a distinct ideology of hate, noting that, like white supremacy, male supremacy is driven by fear and anger at the loss of white male status. The Anti-Defamation League's report on the connection between misogyny and radicalization paints a bleak picture. The underlying theme on incel message boards, readily found on 4chan and Reddit, is that the current sexual marketplace gives women too much freedom to choose their partners, which leaves some men being cheated out of their sexual birthright.
I'm sorry. Fucking what? Oh God. god, bro.
Some incels believe that by denying them sex, women are committing reverse rape, which they argue is just as damaging and harmful as actual rape, and
oh my god. It's legit a bunch of guys who go, wait, you mean to tell me things don't just get handed to me because I have main character syndrome? Bro, this is fucking insane, bro. Like, she goes way more into it than the Netflix documentary does. I'm gonna watch that other guy later on after the stream today. But what the fuck? Who thinks like this? I just think that you're a crazy person. Like, I don't even, like, at this point, like, you know, because it's not, I just think you're a crazy person if you think this way. This is not normal thinking.
Should be included in the Me Too conversation.
Like, what?
Indeed, the Me Too movement itself likely only exacerbated these feelings that men and man's rightful place at the top is being threatened at all sides. The irony in all of this, of course, is that these men who are experiencing social isolation because of the patriarchy, their feelings of inadequacy for not living up to the male ideal required by the patriarchy, and their inability to connect with others because vulnerability isn't an option, have led them to hate feminists, the very people who are trying to end the patriarchy and who often critique the gendered requirements for men because they hurt everyone, including men. And while hating women, they also share tips on how to confidently talk to women and how to lose weight and get muscular. In short, how to better fit into the patriarchy, which is the source of their despair. And as men are drawn deeper into the dismal recesses of the manosphere, the message transforms from misogyny to misogyny with racial overtones. As one researcher put it, once you engage with the idea that a social justice warrior club and the feminist movement have increased the precarity of men, that moves over time into the increased precarity and endangerment of the West. And this slow change from manosphere as a personal philosophy
you would have
to
be
manosphere as a political ideology was documented by a research team who looked at hundreds of comments over years of posts on the Red Pill subreddit. The Red Pill refers to the movie The Matrix, in which the main character must choose between two pills, the blue pill and the red pill. The blue pill allows him to stay blind to the real way that society works, and the red pill allows him to see the true nature.
Bro, I just know these motherfuckers do not wear deodorant. Look, let me tell you something. This is how I know it ain't got nothing to do with what you look like or your money. I knew this kid, and we're still friends. I'm not gonna say his name, but we're gonna name him Tim. That's gonna be his name. His name's gonna be Tim, right? This mother had what we called birth control glasses on in the military. Y'all know what birth control glasses look like? Let me show you. We'll literally put it in because I guarantee it will come up. These are what we call birth control glasses. Now, the reason why we call them birth control glasses is because ain't no one fucking you with them glasses on. These are the glasses that they give you when you're in the military, when you're in basic training. Now, Tim, he held on to these glasses. Tim said, I'm gonna rock these bitches. You know, I'm gonna rock them. You can't stop me. I'm gonna be pulling bitches left and right. And Tim did. Tim was not a very attractive man. This man is more attractive than Tim is. Okay? I love those glasses. Dude, they're really good. They're hard. Like, you can't break them motherfuckers. But anyway, Tim was pulling the baddest of the baddest bitches I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. I mean, he was pulling better than me, and I said, what? And now, I'm not that attracted. I think I give myself about a 7. You know, Tim was about a 2, okay? Right? Look, all you gotta do is go to basic training. They'll get you some, okay? With the glasses, yeah. Some ladies can pull it up with the glasses, yeah. Yeah, some of them can. Look, you ain't gotta be a certain way. You ain't gotta look a certain way. Tim was a geek. He wore birth control glasses, but man, he was a smooth talker. That motherfucker could talk his way up any fucking skirt, man. Any skirt. I watched him in real time one time. I was like, what is happening? I was like, what? I watched this motherfucker in action pull someone from a bar. And this was a bad bitch too. I was like, well, damn, Tim. So Tim is a testament of you ain't gotta be like that. You just gotta be yourself, be respectable, okay? you won't be a virgin for long. Let me tell you.
Of society, something you can never unsee. The main character chooses the red pill.
That's
and
all
in the
women
manosphere,
want.
the idea of being red-pilled means
nice.
you believe you finally see the world for what it is.
But
A
don't be
place where
fucking
women
weird.
have taken over, control men through
And
sex.
guess what?
And
If they don't like you, move on. There's twice as many women in the world than there are men. You got your pick of a litter, okay? There's a billion other, and like I said before, you're worried about being a virgin? You know, some strip clubs offer that. I'm not saying all do, but some do. You can't just go in there and be like, yo, I need to fuck someone. Can't do that. You're gonna get kicked out immediately, okay? You gotta kind of like finagle your way, okay? I suggest doing Bourbon Street. A lot of my buddies, when we went out to see when we did Fleet Week, you know what I mean? They did like I hung out at the bar, but they were getting it on. So there's places like that out there. If you don't want to be a virgin anymore, they will take care of you. Okay? Or you can call an escort service and be like, you know, you can even tell them I'm a virgin and be like, oh baby, I'll take care of you real good. I can see that now. Oh honey, I'm gonna take care of you real good. Yeah, don't be weirdo, be respectful.
men have become the hapless
And if
victims
she don't
of
like you,
feminism and
she
modernity.
don't like you.
Interestingly, that
Move
term
on.
red
Don't be
pilled is
fucking
also
weird
used
about
by
it.
the
Like, what the
alt-right
fuck?
in regard to their own flavor of worldview, which we'll get into. Researchers scoured the red pill subreddit and indexed the posts in order to analyze how it went from decidedly
Right.
apolitical, where politics
Exactly.
weren't discussed and in
Well,
fact were
bomb
frowned
ass
upon
gumbo.
because it was a space for
Man,
men
I
to
was just sitting there and they were, man, we were with this one guy. I don't agree with cheating. I don't think people should cheat. But I told this guy to go get head because his wife was already abusive to him. She used to beat him. She used to cheat on him. He was a very sweet guy. And she messed with his head really, really bad. Yeah, cheating is bad. I don't agree with it either. But she was abusing him bad, and he was just all fucked up. You know, I was like, dude, just go get some head. Divorce this bitch when we get back. And then when we got back, he ended up having a psych break because she beating him and stuff, abusing him and everything. And he stabbed himself in the stomach like 6 times. Ended up getting out, medically discharged. So, I don't agree with cheating, but in that instance, yeah. She is not a good person. Anyway.
their grievances.
There's places
that
that can take care of you, is all I'm saying.
Political.
You don't
Trump
have
is
to
our
be a
man, and
virgin,
it's
you're
our moral
choosing to
imperative
be.
to
Okay?
vote for him to
That
save
doesn't mean go and rape. Like I said, you will have to pay a nice, respectable woman who will do that for you. They are out there, but you have to be respectable and pay your way. You understand? Thank you. I don't think I could judge him on that either. No.
It became less about the man as individual.
He got a divorce not too long after that.
And more about men as a cohesive group that can affect political change. And this is directly tied to the election of Donald Trump. Trump said the things that these men felt they couldn't say out loud, except in the manosphere where they post violent diatribes against women and sometimes go out and actually kill women. Trump made violent misogynists feel seen after years of feeling like they had to be underground and anonymous to voice some of the things Trump was willing to say out loud. And there's nothing like making a group of people feel seen to get them to come over to your side. A 2021 study researched the migration patterns of commenters from manosphere posts to alt-right posts on both Reddit and YouTube. The study concluded, our results suggest that there is a large overlap between the user bases of the alt-right and of the manosphere, and that members of the manosphere have a bigger chance to engage with far-right content than the control group. Previous research has found that content creators on YouTube who share the same platform and often engage in public debate with each other, bringing their communities together and engaging directly with them, can create radicalization pathways on YouTube. And studies have shown that members of
it's like a place for like men to get together, and I'll just bring up the definition for it. It's a loose digital ecosystem of online spaces, forums, and influences focusing on masculinity and men's issues. While it's often used as self-help and dating advice as entry points, it is largely defined by anti-feminism sentiment, misogyny, and a belief that traditional male power has been undermined. Yeah. There's a documentary about it. If you and your mom want to watch something, it's on Netflix called The Manosphere. It's pretty good. That's how we got started with all this.
Other online communities do frequently migrate to channels
we talked about
more
a lot
extreme
today.
views.
So
the
far.
2021 study found that the overlap between users in the manosphere and the alt-right is substantial, and it's common for users who once commented exclusively in the manosphere to eventually engage with alt-right content. And it makes sense, as I've said, that a person who has been radicalized to think women are the enemy and I am the victim and women should be put in their place would also be susceptible to further radicalization. Indeed, reports have shown that alt-right leaders do active recruitment in the manosphere because of this very premise, with misogyny the handy common denominator that serves as a useful outreach mechanism.
The original
this is
start time.
Misogyny is one of the most acceptable parts of the alt-right worldview. For example,
she's
while
in control of the
offensive, it
downstairs
is still
TV.
far less inflammatory to say that men are smarter than women
Just
than
been
it
over
is
here
to say that
yapping.
white people are smarter than black people. The first one could be openly said
You
on
still
Fox
working-
News with
you
little
still
blowback.
working
The
nights?
second is often implied on Fox News but never said out loud, so they can get their toe in the door by saying the misogynistic things casually and then slowly weaving in the things that can no longer be said out loud because society generally really frowns on eugenics these days. And then further narratives can be woven in to help explain real-world phenomena in a way that fits in with a certain worldview. Birth rates are falling. Women who reach higher education levels do tend to have fewer children. Men can no longer earn a wage that supports a family of 4. Working women have independence and are no longer dependent on men. Women can control their fertility and bank accounts now, so they no longer have to be subservient to men, and their lives are no longer dictated by family or the church. The provided explanations that feminism has ruined society and women are fighting to oppress men at every level of society and government can quickly turn into a full-fledged conspiracy theory, similar to the kind of anti-Semitic.
Oh, what do you guys do in the mornings? Do you guys get breakfast and stuff in the morning? So let me guess. She takes care of her in the while you do you get to see him after work in the mornings? At all? You should take him to Waffle House in the mornings. Start making that like your thing.
QAnon conspiracies that have flourished since Trump's election. When you believe that women are systematically oppressing men and there's a vast cover-up to the point that you need to be red-pilled to see it.
I love Waffle House. Waffle House prices have been the same. Them motherfuckers, they're like, no, we gonna keep our prices. So I usually have her most days. She stays 4 nights, but it's over 5. Oh, it's over 5 days. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, fuck. That sucks. Poor thing.
More likely to believe there's also a cabal of elites and
honestly, it's so refreshing to see like a dad that loves and cares about their child, you know, like I didn't have good father figures growing up, and I didn't let that make me think a certain way about men or anything like that. So, you know, but it is always refreshing to see someone like who gives a fuck about their kids, you know what I mean? And you know, I can't tell you how many times, like, I mean, male or female, don't fucking matter who you are, the mom or the dad. There's so many people that just don't give a shit about their kids these days, you know? And so it's refreshing to see that.
Jews running the world's economy and preying on children.
And
Roger Devlin.
make breakfast. She loves broccoli and cheese omelets. And bacon, of course. We start off listening to light music, and then we go outside. Oh, that's even better.
Is an
Making
example of where
breakfast at
these
home is
two
even
worlds
better.
intertwine and
That's
then are
awesome.
given further legitimacy
She's gonna remember
by
that
people
forever.
like him who are pseudo-academics with published books and therefore have an air
Yeah,
of
bro,
authority
that- you
that
know
bigots
how-
and
you
extremists
know
can
how,
then point
like,
to justify their ideology.
hard that
F. Roger
is to
Devlin is a
find,
white
like, a parent
nationalist
who
who has
gives a
argued
shit
that
these
women's
days. Like,
liberation
it's rare.
has hurt white men's ability
My
to
dad
procreate because these
was always busy with work, so he never got to spend much time with me, and now he wants to quit his job to spend time with me.
women go off and get degrees and focus on their careers and are therefore less likely to get married and have children to perpetuate the white race. Therefore, feminism and self-actualized women threaten the existence of the white race, which has upset the natural order of things.
Oh
And the
my
number
God,
of white
this
supremacists
white race
who have
shit.
been charged with or advocate an
Oh
explicit
my
favor
God,
for
this is-
domestic
look,
violence is
White supremacy has infiltrated our government, is in our government as a direct result of us not punishing those in the South. Is a direct result of that. I don't care what anyone says. We fucking didn't punish them. We gave them statues. Okay?
staggering. And in 2017, the white supremacist
disgusting.
group Vanguard America promoted their new women's division, saying, "The woman has her own battlefield. With every child that she brings into the world, she fights her battle for the nation. Strong nations grow from strong families." And in alt-right spaces, women who are friends with or date non-white men are considered
in the
race
tire
traitors who are
business
damaged
all
and
your whole
generally
life.
useless. The common through line in the manosphere and alt-right spaces is the desire to control women and the feeling of entitlement, that these men had a birth.
Yeah, they got statuses and money, and they should have gone to the freed slaves. That should have gone to the freed slaves. Yeah, exactly. They weren't giving it. They were forgiven. It was horrible.
Birthright that was taken from them. Certain jobs, racial or socioeconomic status, sex.
Fuck, bro.
They
Like, I
deserve
don't
it all.
understand. And then
Simply
people are mad. They're like, "You're taking down, Robert E. Lee statue." Yeah, he's a racist piece of shit. Oh, did General Sherman did anything wrong? Yes, he stopped.
because they exist. Because
Like,
that's the natural order of things.
hate it, bro.
And all
I
these
hate it
groups
so
within the
much.
manosphere and the alt-right have been
He's a
emboldened
racist and a
by the
piece of
Trump
shit
presidency.
loser.
They're
Exactly, the
validated and
fucking
empowered
traitor.
by seeing themselves represented
The
in the White
fuck?
House. Sounds nice. I've never experienced that.
Hold the
While
L, yeah,
misogynists in the
y'all will
manosphere have been
always hold
migrating
the
to
L.
alt-right corners of the internet
Y'all
for a
can keep
while,
flying that
it turns
fucked
out
up
that Trump
racist
was
flag
the
all you
ultimate
want.
uniter of these
Hold
two
that L.
groups. And the ultimate harbinger that brought them from dark, anonymous online communities and out onto the public streets. We saw
Cheers,
this
by the
at
way.
the Unite
Cheers,
the Right
everyone.
rally in Charlottesville in 2017, where a group of mostly angry young white men felt emboldened enough to shout, "The Jews will not replace us," en masse in public. And we
Oh,
saw
I
it on
remember
January 6th,
that.
when groups of mostly angry white men stormed the Capitol building, feeling they had
By the way, I don't know if you guys heard, but our president, our Führer, right? Our Führer, right? However you fucking say it. You don't remember January 6th or the Proud Boys marching in the street with swastikas and doing the Nazi salute? Yeah, that was the thing, man. Everyone was pissed. People were pissed. And then the January 6th thing happened and people were even more pissed. You know, we never had something, you know what I mean, like this before. This is fucking insanity. So, Trump wants to a slush fund of 1.6 $1.7 billion, right? $1.7 billion to give to the January Sixers and other political, what's it called? People that he deems were politically prosecuted. Look for a gaming show and post my name for Fortnite there. Mainly good on Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, just go ahead and post in there. So, you guys let me know what that fucking sounds like. That's crazy. We're giving traders money? That's insane to me, bro. I could never. But like I said, we didn't the traders, the first traders to our country, the Confederates, we didn't punish them either. We also gave them money, didn't we? Give them statues. So I'm not surprised that he wants to give these people money.
Personally been attacked because the man who represented them, both politically but also personally, wasn't given back the presidency. Numerous of the men in the crowd that day have been charged with domestic assault or intimate partner violence. Based on what we've...
Sad story. Geronimo asked the president Teddy Roosevelt to go home after serving his prison sentence. He was denied. Don't know his exact quote, but he asked, "Cut my rope and let me be free." Damn.
Discussed in this video, that a violent insurrectionist would also exhibit violence towards women should come as no surprise. There's a lot of suggested band-aid solutions for these problems, such as greater enforcement of censorship in online spaces like Reddit, or teaching law enforcement how to better handle online harassment and abuse before it becomes physical. And those are important, but they don't get at the underlying problem. Men are not okay. Like, I know it's a fun meme to throw around, like, are men okay? But truly, they are not okay. Check on the men in your life. Based on the stats
always,
that YouTube
bro, I
shows
be
me,
checking
I
on
know
my brothers.
that
Y'all good?
75%
Like,
of you
yeah, we
watching
good.
are men.
All right.
Are y'all okay? Check in with each other. Tell your buds that you love them.
Oh my God, kill it! Throw something at it!
And then tell everyone that you got a therapist so that it becomes more normalized for men to get therapy.
Everyone in the United States is not okay right now. We are suffering.
And talk about therapy. Be vulnerable with the boys. Ask them how their hearts feel. Ask them what pain they feel in their souls. Okay, no, but seriously, it's really not hard to text a friend and say, "Hey, how are you doing? How do you feel about your job, or your kids, or your marriage, or your life? What are you working towards?" Be in community with each other. Reach out.
Vlad the Impale. What are you talking about, Vlad the Impaler? Alright, I wanted to look up what Apache was talking about over here on the YouTube side called Battle of Hayes Pond. And I want to see if there's like something about it that we could watch, because it seems pretty interesting.
When I was a young boy, the KKK announced a night rally in my home county. A cross burning with hundreds of Klansmen to terrorize the blacks and Lumbee. We were a poor farming community, black, white, and Indian. My parents and grandparents were sharecroppers like many. The police chief warned the Grand Dragon, "These people don't want your trouble." The Klansmen called us mongrels, half-breeds, and told him the Klan would show him how to handle people like us. That night they rode in with their cars, their crosses, and a single light bulb hooked to a car battery. 50 Klansmen. Not a bad turnout on a cold night. Problem is, they were surrounded by 400 Lumbees. Simeon Oxendine had been a tail gunner in a B-29 during the war. Verdia Locklear was 4 months pregnant. Neil Lowry was the local barber. Hundreds of normal folks deciding to stand together against ignorance and hate. Lowry shot out the light. The Klansmen scattered. By the time the sheriff arrived to fish them out of the swamp, the press was running with the story. The Battle of Hayes Pond, where one town beat the Klan. A piece of forgotten history, worth remembering, especially today. In Washington, lies turn to violence. And the biggest lie is that America is at war with...
but I want like a good synopsis. I don't know about this. I'm definitely not watching anything from Fox. The fuck? My mom said it's just a house spider. Oh, good. Did you wait, Hirsch? Were you talking about the spider that the spider doesn't know fear?
There was a direct clash between Cole and Lumbee leaders, resulting in a Lumbee shooting out the light and kicking over the sound system. I'm Terry Price, and I have always enjoyed traveling and exploring little-known or forgotten history that's captured on highway historical markers. It's not just another roadside attraction. It's local history, and it's fascinating.
I was about to say, these Klansmen know fear, and we're about to teach them that fear again, aren't we? Mm-hmm. They know fear. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and watch this. This is a video by Terry Price. I don't know who this person is. But yeah, let's go ahead and like his shit. Make sure you guys like his stuff. He looks like he's some type of, like, I don't know, he told me, he said what he was. Forgotten weapons. Be listening while you shower. Alright. The only thing that's coming up as forgotten weapons is this right here. Joe, thank you for the biddies! Comment so I can. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you. My alerts are acting up, so I'm surprised even the sound worked. If I'm being honest. Earlier, it was doing double. It was so weird. I don't know why it did that, but it was doing like double on everything. So weird. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing on this right here, this, I don't think this is. What's up, Hawkeye? Alright. I'll just go back to. Oh, damn. Oh, hold on a minute now.
Instead of telling you about how amazing 2B
No!
really is, why don't...
Hey everyone.
I lost it. I lost it, y'all. I lost the video. There he is.
There was a direct clash between Cole and Lumbee leaders, resulting in a Lumbee shooting out the light and kicking over the sound system. I'm Terry Price, and I have always enjoyed.
Battle of Hayes Pond. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's go ahead and give him a like.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of In Range. You see probably the most simplistic firearm one could ever consider, a firearm by modern standards, right here on the table in front of me. This is a 12-gauge, single-shot, break-open shotgun. And the reality is, many weapons like this, which are really ostensibly just hunting rifles or hunting shotguns, were pressed into service in the interest of civil rights movements and human rights. And it is the most simple firearm like this that talks to some of the most complex stories in American history. And it's a sad thing that that's the reality. And it's also an interesting note to me that when you look at so much firearms related content, whether it's books, magazines, or videos, how few, if any, of them discuss the reality of the place of the firearm within the civil rights movement or human rights in general. It's always about the gear, the technology, or some battle, but very rarely is it about the place and a purpose that they took, or for good or for bad, within the social structure. So let's go ahead and start off with the premise of how we landed up at the Battle of Hayes Pond. In the 1950s, a man rises to prominence in North Carolina named James Catfish Cole. He's an ordained Baptist minister and a tent evangelist. Tent evangelists, if you're not familiar with them, sort of the precursor to what we see today as TV evangelists. They would wander around the country, set up a tent, and have a week-long or weekend-long hellfire and brimstone type sermon that would draw very large numbers.
Oh, fuck
He
that.
also hosted a Sunday radio show called the Free
Look at
Will
that sea of
Hour.
white people. Oh,
But on top
Lord.
of all that, he was the Grand Dragon of the North Carolina, South Carolina Ku Klux Klan.
Not surprised.
Previous to the battle at Hayes Pond, James Catfish Cole had already been routed in an attempt to
scum of the earth.
terrorize the community, and Robbie Williams and a number of NAACP members and the Black NRA actually fended him off. That's a topic for another day. But he realized that he couldn't have the fight where he wanted to have it, so he turned his ire towards the Lumbee Nation, or the Lumbee Indians. And in 1957, he starts his campaign with this quote.
There's about 30 to... Oh, my God. YouTube, Twitch, this is for education purposes. There are about 30,000 half-breeds in Robeson County, and we are going to have a cross burning and scare them up. James Catfish Cole. Scum of the earth.
In an effort to start to instigate their terror campaign against the Lumbee, he has a cross burning in St. Paul, North Carolina, near the home of a Lumbee woman that he accused of having an
But believes in God? And a pastor? That's crazy. That's crazy!
affair with a white man, and therefore racially mixing. Well, the Lumbee hear about this, and of course they know about it beforehand because he announces it via posters and flyers that over 5,000 Klansmen are going to join up at Hayes Pond to terrorize the Lumbee and push them out of our community. That said, the Lumbee had a number of World War II veterans amongst them, and a lot of them, and I can't mention them all, but I'm going to mention three names in particular that are prominent during this particular event. Simone Oxendine, Neil Lowry, and Sanford Loxlear. Simone was a World War II B-17 engineer veteran with over 30 missions under his belt. And when he heard about this Klan rally coming to his community, there's a direct quote from him in which he said that, did he? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Well, January 18th, 1958 comes, and the Klan's going to have their rally near Maxton at the pond to put the Lumbee in their place.
He said, oh, okay. Bet. I got you. Don't you worry about it, sweetheart.
Now, previous to this, the local law enforcement warned the Klan that this was probably not the best idea because they understood that the Lumbee were not going to allow them to do this, and they thought that they were warning them for their own safety. Well, as a result, 5,000 didn't show up, but 50 did, many of them with their wives and children in cars with them. And James Catfish Cole sets up the podium, sets up the audio equipment, has a single light there for illumination near the pond. They set up a cross as well, of course, the normal Klan cross burning, which was going to be the culmination of their bigoted orgy. And as the rally starts, a significant number, hundreds of Lumbee surround the Klan. most of them armed, if not with guns, at least with rocks, but many firearms are present, shotguns and rifles alike. They realize that they're greatly outnumbered, and the Lumbee start to surround them. Neil Lowry walks right up to them and where the light is hanging for their illumination, and either breaks the light with the butt of his rifle or shoots it out. Most accounts say that he fires the gun and destroys the light, at which point a number of the Lumbee fire their weapons into the air, and it terrorized the Klansmen. The Klansmen realize they are not just outnumbered, significantly outgunned. Some of the Klansmen attempt to return fire and panic while trying to flee. They don't hit anyone. 4 of the Klansmen are wounded in this, but no one's killed. The Klansmen flee with such disarray and are routed in such a way that they leave their women and children behind. In fact...
Hold on a minute. Why is it continuously playing over here? Anyway, look at this guy's legs. Common inbred. Oh my god! Stop! Stop it! Go away! Oh my god! You little bitch! Oh man.
James Catfish Cole's wife and child ran to their car and started the car in an attempt to get away from this obvious route. Landed up ditching the car in a ditch and got stuck. And they actually help James Catfish Cole's wife and child by pushing the car out of the ditch to help them get home.
They shot but hit no one.
That said, this was an incredible achievement. The Lumbee celebrate. They go out back to the field where this cross was there to be burned to terrorize them. Lots of Klan paraphernalia laying like dendritis on the field. They find a Klan flag with the prominent KKK on it, pose with it, wrapping it, laughing at their victory over the Klan.
Oh yeah.
And the reality is, James Catfish Cole was ultimately the only one really indicted for anything about this and was sentenced for inciting a riot. He served a year for this. Of course, later was let out and continued to be the Klansman he always intended to be. But what did happen is the Lumbee proved that they were not going to be terrified or oppressed by the Klan, and as a result, the Klan never again had any form of protest or rally in their city, in their county, or in their nation. On this note, I want to say that this is going to be the first of many in the series, and the reality is this type of history is completely left out of the books. In fact, unless you're very specifically looking for it, you'll never find out about it. These people are Americans, and they were fighting for their lives and their rights and their homes against people that were there to destroy them or kill them or worse. And the reality is that when we label it as Black history, it is somehow different and separate from that of the history of James Catfish Cole, which would be then American history. This makes no sense to me. This is all American history, and our struggle for civil rights and the struggle for what we are supposed to be is ongoing to this day. I think it's a outrage that the issue of firearms in the civil rights movement and firearms as a human rights tool in general are left out of the discussion amongst so much of the gun rights community. I have to wonder why that is. And many of the firearms laws that we have on the books today are there as vindictive laws against people of color. And the only reason we're able to cover these type of topics here at InRange TV is because we're not monetized by anyone. We have no sponsors, no overlords, and we're not advertiser friendly to YouTube. In fact, I proactively demonetize the channel, supported only by you, the viewer, via Patreon. If you want to see this kind of content, get out to the world, because this is the stuff that should be discussed.
Interesting. Interesting! Man, they whooped their ass. They're like, you ain't getting in here. Anyway, y'all want to look at the mugshots for this week's Sarasota people that got arrested, and guess what their crime is? Oh, whoa. My wife does it. Oh, here we go. I'm temporarily blocked. Why? Let me in. Let me in! Why? Let me in. Oh, you're gonna text me? Alright, bet. Thank you. Yeah, trust us advice. Bitch, we just want to look at some mugshots. Like, oh lord, let me go over here. Yes. Anyway, Sarasota mugshots. We ain't gonna log in. We ain't gonna be on my personal account. Y'all can't see my shit anyway, so it don't matter. But I'm still not gonna log in there. What? Alright, here we go! Alright, what do you guys think? Damn it! Fuck, it popped up over there. Okay. Ignore that. Unless you already saw it. Fuck. Lewd behavior. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. He molested a 12-year-old. Anyway, let's not do that guy. Let's do this guy. Oh my god. That's the car he stole. So he stole this, 36, arrested, facing felony charges of scheming to defraud over 50,000. He stole a Porsche at a car museum. Yeah, cause so Sarasota does a lot of Porsche events down here and everything. So I guess he stole it. And he was trying to sell it. Look at that. Why can't I make this bigger? Ah! That is hilarious. That is horrible. Okay. We got this guy. What do you guys think? If I had to guess, drinking and driving. If I had to guess, but if it was a guess, battery. Holy shit, he beat the shit out of a 65-year-old person. Holy shit. We're doing guess the charge via mugshot. Oh, they don't look happy. If I had to guess the charge. Right? Soliciting. Moving traffic violation. God damn it. No. Moving traffic violation. Obstruct. He resisted arrest. Oh, idiot! You could have just walked away with the ticket. He had the original charge was moving violation, but he got he got another conviction because he resisted arrest. Oh my god. Oh lord. Look at this Joker. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We got another jar of mayonnaise. We got another jar of mayonnaise. Yo, what's up, Art? We are playing Guess the Crime via Mugshot. Thank you for the fart. Smoking weed while driving is, I don't know. Grand Theft Auto.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Hidden Valley Ranch. Sauce balls, they will find you. Hidden Valley Ranch will guide you. Hot wings, not without you. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Dang, Grand Theft Auto, 5 charges. Oh lord. I don't know, he looks familiar. I don't know if I took care of this guy once. DUI. DUI. Alright, I got one. Whoa! This one's hard, this one's hard, this one's hard. He's drunk. That's how I knew. I could tell in his eyes. And I think I took care of him one time at DCF, I can't remember. But he looks drunk. And yeah, it was DUI. Ooh! This is his 3rd DUI. And he refused to submit a DUI testing. You know why? Because he was drunk, and that's a 10-year sentence, his 3rd one. Damn. Yeah, he knew. Put the bottle down, put the bottle down, y'all gonna end up getting someone killed. Yo, one of my old chiefs. Yo, being in the military comes with a lot of shit. Okay? You can end up drinking and becoming an alcoholic real easily. And oh, sorry, I'm looking at if I'm guessing on this one, it's either drugs or alcohol. Okay. He you can get addicted to alcohol pretty easily. He was addicted to alcohol, and he had issues with driving and stuff like that while drinking. Well, it was I think I was in my 2nd duty station when I found out that he was arrested for killing someone and then fleeing the scene for drinking and driving. Now he's serving a 25-year sentence to life. Oh, trespassing. Girl, what were you trespassing? How many times you been arrested? Damn, girl, how many times you been arrested? You just trespassing. Why you trespassing? All the times you trespassing? The girl been trespassing, structure, conveyance, $5,000 bond. What the fuck is it? What is that? What the fuck is that? What's the structure? What's the structure conveyance? Oh, what the fuck? Yo, why did Google Chrome freeze on me? Oh. What the fuck? Anyway, what's this? Trespassing inside a structure is willful unauthorized entry, remaining in the building or vehicle complying with probation violation. If so, you're just trespassing. You're being somewhere you're not supposed to be. Hey girl, stay at home, man. What you doing? The fuck? Why are we out here trespassing? You know what I mean? Why are you getting arrested for trespassing? That's crazy. Anyway. Back to the sheriff showed mugshots. I don't know what the fuck happened to my computer. It's like it had a fucking moment. As soon as I'm gonna follow this real quick. Oh lord. What happened here? My god. Oh my god. She don't look happy. No. No. She looked like I got electrocuted or something. Shit, let's see. Damn, bad domestic. Oh shit, she beat the shit out of some domestic violence. Touch or strike. Damn, Tisha. Tisha's out here putting hands on people. Oh yeah, we already did that guy. That guy's sick fuck. Oh shit. That's a group together guy. Oh, look at that hair. My god. What is happening? Bro, if I ever get a mugshot, I'm smiling. Okay, sorry, my wife's next to me. Alright, Tyler Rhodes. DUI. Damn it, it was already showing up there. Fuck! DUI. Trespass, failed to leave property on an order of owner. Oh shit. I got trespassing. Yeah, we already know about Rebecca. Stay home, Rebecca! Oh lord. Petite theft, merch, farm, transit. 2+ prior convictions. Oh, he shoplifted. Bro, it's just, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to get some email. That's the guy that was on his 3rd DUI and going to jail for 10 years. This guy looks fucked up. I'm gonna say drugs. No. Theft. I think he was with the other guy. But, like, they probably worked together, him and, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they were stealing. They got the same charge. Booked the same day. This looks like domestic violence. Charged with conduct. Conduct violation for domestic violation. What? Violating release conditions of for a domestic violence charge. Oh, y'all go to your y'all put hands on people. I'm telling you, don't do it. Look at this guy, man. And look at him too. Look at this little motherfucker right here, man. Ain't no one putting hands. That motherfucker ain't putting hands on me. I'm here to tell you, don't sleep. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Because you ain't waking up putting hands on me. Stab you with my stem. Anyway, this guy, Levon. It's probably Levon. Looks like a DV or a DUI. DUI. Drugs. Oh, contempt of court. Ooh, didn't go to her court hearing. That reminds me, I got picked up for a juror. Well, I have jury duty in June, so I'm super excited. I hope that I get picked this time. I never get picked. So. I feel like I've seen her stuff before. Oh. Grand theft of any stop sign. Wait, hold on a minute now. What the fuck does that mean? Property, damage property, criminal mischief, possession of liquor on the age of 21, property damage, traffic. She was underage, drunk, okay, and she stole a stop sign. Oh. She's drunk. Man, what is going on? My shit froze again. What the fuck? Lord almighty. Anyway, we clearly can't click off on that site. There's something going on with that site. I don't know what's going on with the Sarasota fucking county jail site, but there's something going on. Damn it, this one already said cocaine. Yeah, you can see. Look at him. Look at those eyes. Wish I could make it bigger. Why can't I make it bigger? Can I inspect it? Make it bigger. Oh, yeah, here we go. Out here. Yeah. So you guys can see what we're dealing with. These are cocaine eyes. Jesus! Oh, she looks just happy as a clam. Goodness. 43-year-old Julie Everett was booked and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. Domestic violence charge. Oh Lord. Why are people, I don't understand. DUI. Oh, drug equipment possession. Oh. She probably had like a scale or something. He just looks so happy. DUI, damn. Third DUI. Anyway, that's enough of the Sarasota fucking shit. Whatever. Enough of that. How are you guys Tuesday going? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a grand old day. Doing all types of things. All types of fun things. And things and funs and funs and things. How's work? How's life? YouTubers who destroyed their career with one video. Oh.
Still manually creating product visuals for every Shopify listing? This AI scales your Shopify store on autopilot. Connect your store.
From trying to bribe their audience with a $20 gift card after scamming them, to crashing a plane for views, there have been several YouTubers who have destroyed their careers and lives over a simple YouTube video. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking into 6 YouTubers who ruined their reputation, career, and lives with a single video. Starting with Colleen Ballinger, who had one of the biggest downfalls in YouTube history. Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings, has had a decade-long career in showbiz that saw her go from working as a performer at Disneyland to becoming a widely beloved singer, actress, and comedian that could sell out entire theaters, get her own Netflix series, and rack up numerous awards.
Your choice web star comedy is Colleen Ballinger from Miranda Sings.
In that time, Colleen has easily amassed a staggering 20 million subscribers across her various YouTube channels. Naturally, Colleen's brand of humor and overall aesthetic resonated more with a younger audience that loved and even idolized her for it. However, behind the red lipstick and bizarre antics, Colleen was doing far more than just entertaining her young and impressionable fans. On the 28th of April 2020, a former fan and intern of Colleen named Adam McIntyre uploaded a video titled Colleen Ballinger, Stop Lying, where he alleged various inappropriate, toxic, and disturbing aspects of their online interactions. The most shocking of which was when Colleen sent him lingerie when he was in his early teens. The following month, in May of 2020, Colleen made a video response to the situation and her loyal fans took her side. Sadly, once 2023 rolled around, more and more of Colleen's former fans began speaking out, which put her in extremely hot water. You'd think that Colleen would see the writing on the wall and appropriately address the allegations mounted against her. However, on the 29th of June, Colleen decided to end her career the same way she started it, by singing.
All aboard the toxic gossip train, you're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
Within hours of the video going live, it was widely acknowledged as one of the worst responses and apology videos in the history of YouTube, with over 17 million views.
Unbelievable cringe. Like, this is some pure, undiluted, unhinged delusion here. This is so strong, I feel like it needs to be added to the periodic table, like the element of delusion that she is displaying here.
The sheer havoc that Colleen's latest song brought on her.
Speaking of YouTuber, I want to go back to Jordan Cisco. Fuck these motherfuckers. I don't care that they no longer, whatever. Fucking weirdos. I love Penguin. Because he came out and said something about this, and we really need a fucking... This fucking shit with Jordan Cisco is fucking insane to me. And he's, Oh, you used to watch him? Yeah, he's pretty good. I want to see if he put anything out. Okay, so last time he uploaded on there was 10 months ago. When was this?
Alright, Sim.
so he hasn't really fucking been active on there. Oops. Okay. And he clipped 6 months ago. I see no did he take his videos off? Ah! Bitch trying to cover up the evidence. Nah, man. Oh, wow. Clipped 5 days ago. Where's your videos? He just does his regular reaction videos and stuff. Oh, just log in. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Shit. This motherfucker needs to be banned ASAP. Wrong account. Wrong account! How do I leave? What the fuck is my TikTok shit, bro? My shit's just disappearing. There we go, log out. Panda the panda! Yeah, that's my personal account. Let's do a QR code on this one. There we go. Okay.
We just hit a level 7 on a day. Uh oh. Come on, gas, bitch.
Hey, abuser. Couldn't post comment. Yeah, of course you take off your fucking comments, you little bitch. Well, he's never made. I'm sure he's made a response to it, but yeah, I don't see it here. I don't see it here. I think I saw this guy's videos on Facebook, but I don't even follow it. Well, yeah, he beat his wife. So, I wouldn't follow him either. Did he make an apology video?
I'm not a shitty human, bro, and I know who I am. And obviously, y'all might think I am, but shit.
I'm so happy, I can
My soul, I'm not an abuser. We are in a happy relationship, a very happy. We're literally married, and we've been together for 5 years. Trust me, if there was something up, our whole family would know about it. I'm such a happy relationship. She's gonna be talking about herself, by the way. I'm gonna be out of the room because I want y'all. I don't want y'all to think I'm being like that.
The skin contact that you guys are talking about, where you're hearing it. Jordan was so freaked out in that situation, and I love him, and I've been with him for 5 years. Like, when Jordan flips out, like, I mean, y'all have seen him many, many times. I mean, if he punched me, I mean, it would be very obvious. I'm very pale. Be very obvious if he, like, literally hit me or something. So, your eye.
My soul, I'm not an abuser. We are
in your eye? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't understand how he's how he's still fucking relevant. I just don't understand. Like something's gotta be done about that. Like seriously. That's just crazy to me. What's up, Majin? I know. No, she's not delusional, she's fucking brainwashed. She's being forced to say those things. She's being forced to do those things. You know what I mean? That's what's happening. That's what happened. You know? This fucking loser. Fucking troglodyte motherfucker. I can't fucking stand people like that, bro. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, okay? Jesus, bro. Good God. Fucking talking about view buying. Hey, I'm Majin from... Oh yeah, the walnut, yeah, that's right. But yeah, you're right, this dude is bitch made. Bro, like, I don't understand. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, man. You know? I follow the book talk mask men videos on Facebook, lol, but they just do it for fun, nothing else. Oh, okay. Car accident. We're dying. Died in a car accident. We gotta do some edits. I gotta get some edits done. I had to get that achievement, sorry. I don't know why
I
Twitch
need
is not
something to
working.
eat though, low key.
But I'm
Hold
gonna have
on,
to
I'll be
take
right
all
back, guys.
these videos
Be
and
right
stitch
back.
them together for Twitch here. Stitch them all together. So might as well start downloading now. Do I have any idea of what a Thor is? What a what is? You follow only one of them on Twitch? Which one? I'm gonna have to fucking download all this shit and stitch it together, bro. Oh my god. That's gonna be so fucking annoying. Anyway, cheers everyone. I don't know if we have to go through this again in order to proceed with the game, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Oh man. Yeah, we were talking about politics earlier, Majin. Oh. Oh shit! Is that one of those? Is that one of those handheld things that like has a whole bunch of like
Someone reported a car. What next?
like thousands of games on it or something? Mad Dog Dub. Bro, I'm so tired.
Okay.
Investigating. Yes, ma'am. Held home 60 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte. What the fuck? The fucking terabyte of storage. Jesus. Oh, he's a variety streamer? Hell yeah. Yeah, I have people that come to me and want me to be a variety streamer a lot. Like a lot of people come to me and want me to be a variety streamer. That's just not my thing, man. You know. What can I do you for, sir? It's not my thing. Now, if you guys want to play some some other games like on the sly, oh yeah, alpha streaming, oh yeah, for sure. But streaming, it's almost always gonna be a horror game. We're gonna be sitting here talking, you know,
Very
during our
careful.
Talk Tuesdays or Talk Thursdays, or we're gonna be doing some like weird, dorky multiplayer game. Simulator as well, so we play all generations of Pokemon. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, what's your favorite? What's your favorite generation? Mine's the first one because I'm OG. Yeah. I mean, I get stuck on one game sometimes too. You know. You're 2 years younger than me. That's right. That's right.
I don't trust you, bitch.
That's right. I don't know what to do for my birthday. I don't got anything planned. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you. We're going to Key West this weekend, so I will not be streaming for Monday's stream.
Okay.
I mean Friday's stream. Oh my god.
Go to the
For
trailer
this
park.
Friday stream. Yeah, like right now I'm stuck on Fortnite and Phasmo. But for now, just Fortnite. Kill y'all. I've been playing. Okay, so this is my circle. This is my. You ever get those like two or three game cycles where you're like, okay, I'll pick up this one for a little, this one for a little bit, and this one for a little bit. Well, mine right now is Battlefield 6, Diablo 4, and Minecraft.
Up.
Drive to Niagara for my birthday, but I don't know. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. That'd be fun as hell. Oh, fucking embarrassment, Fortnite. Whenever I play Fortnite, I just focus on like all the the little like things you do to get like more characters and gear and stuff. I don't really, you know, pay attention to much else.
Fine.
Your brain couldn't do Minecraft. A lot of times, what I've been doing is I've been using Minecraft as kind of like a relaxing thing. So I've just been playing on creative mode, just making shit.
Bro's complaining.
So, that's what I do. You play Mega Mall Prop Hunt on Fortnite. Well, I have over 2,300 skins and missing like 2 emotes on Fortnite. Jesus,
Don't like us
bro.
common folk.
So I've dumped my bro. Have you ever looked up your profile and seen how much it's worth? Your locker could be a retirement in the future for you.
Well,
retirement money.
I
Yo,
gotta
shit, people selling that shit for thousands of dollars. It's crazy, bro. I don't got anywhere near me. It's worth 40 to 50k. Oh my god. That's crazy. Now, does that shit accumulate over time? Oh, it's so rare. Oh yeah,
Well.
for sure. The back rooms on Fortnite. Yeah, I'll download Fortnite. Let me write it down. Download Fortnite.
So
I have to write things
part
down.
we need to go this way, and then we should go to the farm. and
But
then go back out, go like this.
I won't stream it on my computer
and make our way back.
because it takes up so much. It'll be on my Xbox, so we'll just play on the DL. Just add me on, you're on Xbox, right? They're losers who rent the account, lol, so I make money from them using it. People rent the account from you? How much money do you get from them renting the account from you?
Over here.
What the fuck? That's so weird. It's like the whole NFT thing.
Are you okay?
You know what I mean? So weird. This is my thing. Oh, that's my name, so add me on there. I'll add you back. What? I have an alt account too, so I can still play when I want. Oh, hell yeah. How much do they pay you if you don't mind me? Oh, my homie just paid me 181 for a couple days. What? Why? Like, that's awesome. Thanks for still hanging out. Thanks for, I need to give you a shouty. Bitch. Trust that guy. Even though he said he was joking. I still don't trust him. Like, it's good that you making money, but like, I would never pay for that. If people feed to flex on that game, that's wild. I bet you mine isn't worth shit. Where do you go to find that out?
Dang, I think we missed. We did. Looks like the guy from the gas station. Yeah, a little bit, doesn't he?
All adults too. Oh my god, that's even weirder. I could never. It's just like those people that like rent like clothes or rent like. I mean, I can understand like renting a car for the night, like a cool car you just want to drive around for a little bit for the night. That's cool. Like that makes that makes a little more sense, you know, a little bit more tangible in my opinion. But not a fucking video game skins. I use a Discord bot that I paid for. Oh. Dang. So do you rent it out to a lot of people? Is that like how you make some side money, side cash? I mean, I would do that a lot. I'd be like, I'll have like a
farm.
Like a fucking like a schedule. You know? People sign up for that shit. That shit would just be automatic. Wouldn't have to do nothing. Speaking of cars, you just bought one. Oh hell yeah! What kind of car did you get? Hello? 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 Ah! Yeah, man, it scared me, bro. The fuck? Yes, I do, but my homie keeps renting it out.
Where you go?
Hello? That's hilarious. Ah! Yeah, man, it scared me, bro. I got me a Kia Fort, went from a 2010 Corolla to a 24 Kia Fort with 9k miles. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's nice. This game was okay. I personally didn't really like it. It's called, the two games that I played that day were just... had no real substance, honestly, but they were both free on Steam. The first one was Babdi, which we already went through, and you guys saw that horse shit. And then there's this one called Mimic Search.
So scared
The
me.
whole premise of it is that you're a detective searching for a mimic, like that's your specific kind of job or whatever. This talks nothing about of like any sub. There's like nothing in it. It's boring. Out of curiosity, have tried Spyro the Dragon
I don't
series?
see anything out of the ordinary.
When I was a kid, yeah. Moving on. Yeah, I loved that game. I remember when I was a kid, they had, when it came out to PlayStation, you could play like,
Alright,
you
so
could
we're
get
gonna
like
back,
these
take a
demos.
right, and then we're gonna take a left, and then a left,
or whatever,
and then to the cabin.
And so I would, I'd play the shit out of the Spyro demo for like, because we couldn't afford the real one. So we played these free demos all the time. Played the shit out of those demos. And then as I got older,
At break in 5 minutes, guys.
I did play like one or two of them. I think I played the first one and the second one on my Switch. I can't remember. Doesn't even look like the person drove it. Snow White Pearl. I named Run Trap Leia. Aww. Like Leia, like Princess Leia. I have Spyro from the PS2 on my Thor. I downloaded it. Dude, Spyro is awesome. It's such a good series.
All over the road, y'all.
Such a good series. Are you big white buffalo Pear? Yeah.
Oh shit, what happened here, yo? You alright?
Oh, that's my Big White Buffalo is my old Xbox account name. Got any spare change, officer? Spare change? Anyone spare change? Dude, I can't believe we had so many look at all this shit, man. I gotta
Bro said
fucking...
he heard screams.
I gotta download these. Put them together. Okay, cool. Whenever I download it, I'll approve it. Bow, 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 bow.
This is the cabin.
Oh my god. Yeah, this game is boring as fuck. Oh, did you talk to, did you see about watching From Meowgical? The one I told you about?
Door's open.
Hello? Hello? Police officer? Hello? Anyone here? They got stuck in here. You're trapped now, never to be released. Bro, you need to watch it. I need everyone to watch it so we can keep getting seasons. Hello? I'm coming! I'm coming! Ma'am? Ma'am? My death. Ma'am or sir? Sir or ma'am? Zodiac. Hello?
Possibly another victim, yes. Hello? Oh, it's on Amazon Prime, and you have to have the MGM for it. It's here.
That's the shot. We really needed that power slide.
It's a sci-fi show.
Hey!
Must have got knocked down in a storm or something.
It's a pretty selective storm.
What are they doing?
Can we just leave, please?
Jim!
In this dirty old part of the city,
Maybe we missed the sign for the highway.
We didn't miss the sign.
where the sun refused to shine.
Can I help you? We got on a detour off the highway and cell service around
Got
here.
your family with you?
Yeah. I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of the highway.
Not a problem.
And one thing I know is true.
What do you say?
Stay on the road.
Be dead before your time is
Did we turn somewhere?
God damn it.
Jim, we're driving in circles. You drove out this way. How did we get back here?
Everybody in there okay?
Yeah.
This is impossible.
Yeah, it is.
Where are we?
I know none of this makes sense yet. Everyone in this town has been exactly where you are right now. Everyone sees the tree. Those throws.
We'll just get out of here, please.
Heaven. We are stuck.
We didn't come here. We were brought.
What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if they moved.
If what moved?
The trees.
It's important for you to understand what happens after dark.
Lock your door.
Nail your window shut. If you do these things, your family's gonna be safe.
Safe from what?
I've missed you so much.
Megan, what are you doing?
Maybe I can come in.
Bye, Megan.
This is what happens when you break the rules.
They're coming.
There's only so many places we can go.
What are they?
You believe in monsters.
Please don't.
A man protects his family.
Get these people home, Sheriff.
Do everything I can.
Promise me.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I definitely suggest watching it. If I were y'all. I hate when trailers do that with music. They cut it. And frankly, it's annoying. It is. It is. No. No. There's a new season that's coming out each episode right now. Comes out every Sunday. And then they're already funded for another season after this one. Yeah. It's so good.
my god, can I fucking spell? Okay, oh my god. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, but you gotta get the rest of the achievements.
So upset about it.
Talk to all NPCs.
So upset. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I know it was an early stream, and we had a lot of technical difficulties today, but I'm tired. I will be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Those on the Twitch side, please stand by for a raid on the YouTube side. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'm glad you made it too.